Bienvenidos. Hope everyone's doing great today. Hope you're all well on this wonderful, sensational Saturday. Make it sensational. Make it successful. Always add something positive to the day because for the most of us who live in the real world, days are usually pretty jacked. Some days are good, some days aren't. But today I'd like to speak about some things. As you all know, um, hello, my name is Patricia. Hello, everybody, my name is Patricia. Lead paint made me this way. No, well, kidding aside. Uh, I talk about a lot of different stuff. What do I got back here? What I got back here behind me? Oh, there's those empty bottles. Anybody's looking, I don't drink alcohol. It's just stuff that I have that I work with, product development. Yesterday I was at the Bronx Zoo. It was a wonderful day, beautiful, beautiful day, and yeah, the Bronx, good old boogie down, the Bronx, the Bronx, the Bronx. I'm going to discuss how growing up in the Bronx and how growing up in the inner city has impacted me and made me the person that I am. I'm going to bring it back now to something on a supply issue. All right. Here's an FYI. People can look this up. New York City drinking water was not fluoridated until 1970. All right. And without fluoride in the water creates a lot of tooth decay. With a lot of tooth decay for young children with their, their initials, their primary teeth, it has an impact on the child's health, as it does as an adult, secondary teeth. I bring this up because whoever decided to not add the fluoride to the water for the New York City water distribution channels, that was an attempt. That was a very subtle attempt, it wasn't an attempt, it was actually effectuated because it happened. It happened for many years. When you do not have the proper nutrients in your drinking water, you are then open up to a lot of different health conditions. Number one, cardiovascular disease, autoimmune health problems. Because if you get an infection in your teeth, in your gums, right? Because of bacteria, because your water is not up to par, you're going to have health issues. All right? That's why I'm bringing this up. So, what has happened, and you can go look it up. Go to New York City drinking water history. All right? The New York City drinking water, what we receive in the boroughs, comes from the Ashokan Reservoir, the Catskill Reservoir, okay? Then it's a distribution channel. There's a distribution channel that they've been adding over here in Wappinger Falls, okay? That distribution channel then goes to Jerome Avenue, all right? Now, I bring all this up because, again, this comes back to the assassination of the well-being of minority communities. I'm going to say it again. This stems from the assassination of the well-being of minority communities. Because now here's a little factoid. Also, look it up. The New York City drinking water, New York City DEP, okay, in the borough of Queens in Long Island and Brooklyn, they were owned by Jamaica Water. Jamaica Water merged with New York City DEP. Now, how do I know this? I'm just delusional. I wake up and I have delusion. I have delusion in my coffee every day. Yeah, I just talk because I just talk. It's all facts. All facts. All facts. My dog is calling me. She needs my assistance. So, when you do these things, you screw up society. And you do it with intent. And you do it with malice intent. Come inside, girl. There's a baby. She's so smart, my girl. And she's so impressed with the screen that I made. I did that. Let paint. Okay, so now these are all facts I'm speaking upon. All facts. So now you add the drinking water. You add substandard health services. All right. You decrease the funding for New York City public schools, right? Dilapidated buildings, with lead paint. We all like the lead paint. That's what happened. You do stuff like that, and you beat a society. You beat people down. And then this is all intent. This is all intent. So I speak about these things because you know what? Government is a bunch of crock, okay? Government is a bunch of waste. And I'm going to bring it back. 1974, I was arrested. I was 14 years old. I was arrested with 3 boys because what had happened was I smoked the tree. And, well, anyway, my mother sent me out to put the clothes in the dryer. We had a washing machine. We didn't have a dryer in our apartment building on Carpenter Avenue. So I put the clothes in the dryer, and I see these kids driving by that I grew up with. And I'm like, hey, I got, you got paper? Paper meaning to roll with, right? So we're in the car, right, and we go around the corner. We go from 226th Street in Carpenter Avenue down 226th Street, Bronx Boulevard. The guy driving, kid named Smitty. Smitty turns on, goes up 229th Street by 103. That was the elementary school, 103 Carpenter Avenue, PS 103. And now this is 1974. So back then the cars were like, they were yachts. They were land yachts. He hits a double parked car, and there's cops in the 4-7. They're out there issuing a ticket, doing their civil service, law enforcement gig. So he hits this car. The cops, they smell they pull us over. And then what happened? They arrested us, right? Now, I was the youngest one. The boys were like 16, 17. So we all get arrested, right? So now I'm like, oh God, my mother. I grew up doing a lot of this because that's just how the environment I grew up in. My mother had a lot of stress, which I understand now. So when you grow up like that, you know that you're going to, when she comes there, I'm going to be, I'm in trouble. Sure enough, she came to the precinct, and she's, and I'm like, I wanted to say the precinct. I didn't want to go. I was like, Anyway, so with that, I have to go to court, right? And then I was watching like the after school special, so I had heard about that place, Daytop, and I said, I'll go to Daytop. I'll never do that again. They sent me to Daytop, right? 149 and the Grand Concourse, right? I'm 14 years old. I'm in a place with mainliners. I'm talking about mainliners. I'm not going to... It's hypodermic mainliners. Hardened criminals. I'm a kid. I'm 14 years old, and I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. And I saw some stuff. I'm going to tell you, I saw some stuff. But now, I bring this story up because, number one, for a court system to put a kid into a place that they know is filled with nothing but hardcore substance abusers, when I tell you my angels have guarded me and protected me, because I've seen kids be in situations where they got turned out, okay? They got turned out. Turned out. Turned out meaning, in a bad way, abused in a bad way. So my guardians are with me. And plus I always had a thing like, you come near me, you're gonna, my space is my space, okay? So, but this is how the city and the state has made money on minority communities, okay? You make money with BS charges, okay? You have cops that can go and arrest people and get OT, okay? And I'm going to bring it forward now, right? When I worked for the city as a civilian with the transit police, they used to do the TOS. 16515 in New York State Penal Code law. That is theft of service. I would do the warrant checks. People, nothing popped up. But you want to know something? They were all taken downtown. They were all taken to MCB. You want to know why? Because the cops are making overtime. Yeah, my hands, they're pink because I was just working with paint. They were making overtime. Yeah. So what I speak upon truth. All right? The waste and mismanagement in government. You are all the biggest sacks of poop. All right? And you know it. All right? So, I speak about this stuff. I talk about real life stuff. Everything I speak upon is recorded, and I have other secondary equipment here. So, you can pause me. You can try and block what I'm trying to say. What I'm not trying to say, what I'm saying. And you can having fun with that. Keep having fun with that. But, yeah, the mismanagement and the waste, yeah, you people got it on lock. You got it on lock. I'm going to fast forward it here now with situation with what's happened with my son. My husband passed away October 19th, 2019. Right after that, my son relapsed, okay? Now, during this time, I was in such a frenzied, distressed, emotional state. Like I was what I call suspended animation, where I was functioning, taking care of my hygiene and all that, and, eating when I felt like eating. But, like, there's so much going on. So I was like, I was floating. Suspended animation. Basically, I was like a puppet. And, like, my angels were like, we're going to keep you going, kid. We're going to get you through this. Don't worry. You're going to snap out of it eventually. With that, my son comes over, right? Now, during this time, right before my husband died, I started taking the kitchen apart because I wanted to make changes here. So I had cabinets off the wall. I had the base cabinets that I had that were on down here. And then I had my husband's, his clothing that his son wanted, his family wanted. Now I'm doing all this stuff, and I'm thinking like I got to do this to give stuff to his family. I don't have to do nothing. So what happened was with that, my son comes in the house. He starts recording me. Oh, look, you're breaking this house down. You're tearing it apart. You're having a nervous breakdown. You need help. You need to be instituted. What? I'm like, Chris is coming to get his stuff. What do you want? This is time. Because I'm like, my son, he can get that juggler going. I'm like, okay. He goes, I'm calling mental health. He records what I got. I had about 10 stacks. I had 10 jumbo-sized containers with my husband's belongings, right? He's video recording the next morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh, we're here to do a welfare check. I'm like, you what? Okay, come on. Come in. Come in. Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you mopes what is going on here. They left with their tails between their legs, never to come back. So, I bring this up because I tried from 2017, 2018 to become my son's legal guardian. Right? They denied it. They denied it. Some mope of a half-wit lawyer and the half-wits that work in probate court never got his arrest records, never got his hospitalizations while out of his mind. But I'm his mother, and I want to help the kid so that he doesn't end up jammed up back in prison, or God forbid, where he's unalive. But you know, why do that? Why allow someone to be the decision maker for somebody with mental health? Why don't we can't do that? Why can't we do that? Because we have to make sure that that person who has a mental health problem is incarcerated. All right? Because if that person is seeking treatment, we're paying for that treatment. But when they're incarcerated, the state makes money. So you're all full of crap. You're all full of crap. You know what? And yeah, another thing I tell people, anytime you deal with these agencies, anytime, I don't care if it's as simple as, you know, some half-wit of an inspector trying to tell you what you got and what you can't have, okay? You document everything, all right? Because people like to play games, and, you know, they can play the games all they want. But that's why you got to play the game back, and you got to let them know, no, this ain't flying, this ain't floating here. You take your clown show and you bring it to another tent, because it ain't going to happen under my tent, okay? So, yeah. Anyway, I always have a lot to say. And, dear NYPD, you're going to make that happen with that individual? Yeah, that's going to happen, because I'm not going to ever let it go. No, I'm not. Anyway, hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope you're all safe, healthy, and well. Stay hydrated, and, you know, love on one another, do the right thing, don't lie to people, don't be a bitch ass. Oh my God, I better not say that. Don't be a ish arse, you know, with people, and don't try to get over on people. Very simple. Then you have a decent life. You do something that you shouldn't do, then it's going to come back. You know what? It's going to come back. And when it comes back, you're not going to like the way that it hits you. Have a good day. Till next time. Bye. And if you like what I have to say, you can follow me. And if you don't, you can follow me too, because I don't really care. Till next time. Bye.